Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. Now, they come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. If he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll start out here with the option left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up for the 1st and goal. A pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think you have to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll run on 1st down. Bass, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. On 1st down, Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Knox. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now back to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not easy to hold on to. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great up.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle.
It's Murray. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down.
Knox. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side complete.
That's Murray. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Knox And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this one too low.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Knox, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to a good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, Bass. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 14 yards that time, and a fresh set.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9. The 33.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knox. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be third and 3 now. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on third and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Second and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well of time there. And now fourth down. And this one is right through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a first and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete.
The pass complete to number 4. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Second and 2.
At the 44-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Third down.
men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, Knox, and he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Complete to number 29. 4 yards on the pickup.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. But the Falcons now are going to go on offense late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And it's the Bucs who are out in front at halftime. The Buccaneers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're out to check out another game. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Cougars trying to hold on and claim victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Up the middle they go. It's Bass, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff up the middle. Bass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
On 1st down, it's Bass. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
It's a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. Fielded at the 33. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard chance brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40.
They'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bass. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down at 4.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a misser that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Murray. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
They'll run on first down. Knox. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Knox. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 10 yards out. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
On 1st down, Bass. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Up the middle they go. It's Bass. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a handoff up the middle. Knox. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I can't imagine this defense thought they'd see a play like this on 3rd and short. If you're going to beat a defense deep, you got to catch them when they're not expecting it. That was the perfect time to do it, and it paid off big.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. He'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, and it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Bass. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. 2nd and 11 now. Up the middle they go. It's Bass. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. 54 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.